It's too cold for motherfucking Sunday, y'all. What's up? God damn. It's good to be back. Y'all knew who I am. Owen motherfucking fought. Don't act like you don't know. This is my time. This is my time with y'all. I guess I do this shit for y'all. I don't fucking know. But you're here with me, man. That's all I care about. Fucking love that song. Jesus Christ. Check it out. Slightly stupid, closer to the sun. God damn. Makes me happy. I just want to start off. I'm fucking blazed, y'all. This happened again. I started smoking weed. I don't give a fuck. I'm so much happier. I've been pissed off all day. Then I fucking packed a bowl. Got prepared to do a little bit of this bullshit right here. Fucking smoked that bowl. On beer number 2 of the day, a tall Bud Light. Let me finish this, then I'm out. Then I'm not smoking, I'm not drinking during the rest of this. Because I can get out of control. I'm already biting my tongue and I'm just getting started. Well, this is coming out Sunday. That's Mother's Day. Should probably pay an homage to our moms out there. What's up, Mom? Just saw you yesterday. I'm gonna go see you tomorrow or today, which is Sunday, and bring you a present. Hang out for like 30 minutes. Just chill, then head back home. That's Mother's Day now. Get my wife a present. Take the kids with me. We already all know what she's getting. They're just gonna pick out the very specific thing I'm getting. Well, the family's getting my wife, this lovely mother, some jewelry from Target. Went up in Target the other day. They did have some nice shit. $25 for one or two things. Or like 50 for like 4 things of jewelry that she wants. That would be cool. She'll like it. So, yeah. I want to shout out my boy. This dude, alright, my boy, he's made me about $1,500 in the last 12 months. And I haven't had to do a goddamn thing. This is my motherfucking Edward Jones investment advisor, Tony Choi. Obviously, he's motherfucking Asian. I didn't realize that until I started thinking about him earlier today, because I hadn't talked to him for like 6 months. I only talk to him on the phone like every 6 months and go visit him like once a year in person. I don't gotta do shit. I just like give him $200 a month. He turns that 200 into like 270 at the end of every month. We keep all that money in there, like making $70 a month over like this fucking COVID virus stock market fucked up in this when I was like highly invested like before that. Not highly invested, but like thousands. Tony, you helped me out, man. You made me over $1,000 or some shit so far, and we're just getting started. This dude's probably gonna make me like 50, 60, 70 grand over like the next 10 or 20 years. Like, just make it for me. So I gotta recommend him, man. Like, I'm 36. I just started investing like 2 years ago. It's not even that much. A few $100 here and there. Like, be consistent with it, and they'll make you money, man. Hit up my boy Tony. He's here in Fort Wayne. You can find his number. That's cool though. So I want y'all to check something out. Just listen. That ding, don't do that. Man, that's motherfucking Eddie Bravo making fun of motherfucking Bill Gates. Bill Gates was talking some bullshit. This might have been old, but Bill Gates is like talking about if you don't take your fucking vaccine, Africa, that ding, don't do that. Like, that's what the fuck he was doing in Africa. The fuck is this Bill Gates? You can't fucking murder the motherfuckers and make fun of them at the same time. The fuck. So, let's talk NBA. You know, the season is still not back. It's been like 2 months. This is like the best time for basketball. I would have never started doing this shit if the NBA season did get suspended. I will tell you all that for a fact. because I would be investing like 20 more hours a week, like watching NBA games. So obviously I'm hurt. I think I let everybody know that like this is really painful for me. But there's a couple things that happened in the NBA. I mean, there are many things that happened in the NBA this past week, but there's two that I want to focus on. Um, it's a little TMZ-ish, but Giannis Antetokounmpo, like he posted like a whole bunch of really weird fucking posts. I think it was on IG. Let me read these to you. Giannis, how the fuck? Oh, thank you, Google. I was like, how the fuck am I gonna spell that? I don't fucking know. All right, search Giannis tweets. He says he was hacked. So let's see if we can find these motherfuckers on Google. I think it actually happened on IG. Who's actually gonna show them? I'll say Bleacher Report, maybe. But if I have to go from memory, I can. But he says he got hacked. Here's what he says. And I'll read you the tweets, but here's what he says. Giannis, he says, "Hey everybody, I'm back." Blah blah blah, and I would like to address. I tried to talk like Giannis, but I was like, "How the fuck do you talk like a fucking black Greek dude?" I don't know. That's outside my wheelhouse of motherfucking impressions I even want to attempt. But yeah, he says, "Hey everybody, I'm back, and would like to address the social media incident from earlier today. I was hacked, and the situation is currently being investigated. The tweets and posts were extremely blah 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 inappropriate. I'm so disappointed, disgusted. Some would say terrible things were said, blah blah blah." And he apologizes to all these motherfuckers. Uh, so who was he talking shit about in his hack tweets? Who was it? Are they not? Oh, Bleacher Report's not going to show me the tweets. They'll show me the names. Okay, so I can kind of go from memory. So this isn't going to be perfect. But let's see. He said terrible things about the Bucks, um, Chris Middleton, LeBron James, and the Curry family, and Kobe Bryant, which was probably the worst one. But I guess what he was saying about the Bucks is he posted some shit saying next year I'm playing in Golden State. That was the very first one. So it's like obviously he got hacked because he's not gonna come out and say that. He's like the MVP. He's staying in Milwaukee. Like he loves Milwaukee. Like there's stories about him. Like his rookie year, like he didn't have any fucking money. Well, it's not he didn't have any money. He sent too much money home to his family in Greece, and he couldn't afford like a taxi from his house to the Bucks fucking practice facility. So he's just running through downtown Milwaukee, being fucking rookie season Giannis. And like one of the coaches saw him and picked him up and was like, "Hey man, if that ever happens again, like let us know. Y'all don't gotta fucking run through downtown Milwaukee to get your fucking practice in the NBA." But that's Giannis. So obviously that one was bullshit. Then he talked shit about his teammate Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton is comparable to like Chris Bosh when Bosh played in Miami with the big three behind LeBron and D Wade. Like Chris Bosh really wasn't good in Miami ever. It was always pathetic. Chris Middleton in the playoffs, he's been pretty pathetic. Like I like him, but honestly, Chris, like I mean, you gotta step your shit up. I mean, I don't think you're gonna do it this year yourself personally, but you can step up where you were from last year, no problem. But you need 2, 3, or 4 steps above where the fuck you played in the playoffs last year. So I mean, Giannis might have been hacked on the thing about leaving the Bucks, but maybe he was like legitimate about this Chris Middleton one. Anyway, LeBron. I don't know what he said about LeBron. It was a LeBron diss. The Curry family. Oh, this one was good. Giannis said, "At Steph Curry, I fucked your wife," and that was it. Like Steph gets no respect. Probably half the league could claim to have fucked Steph's wife. And Steph just be like, "Oh shucks, it's okay, guys. I'm just gonna continue to sit back here and shoot threes and not play D. It's all right." Nah, Steph's not a bitch like that, but like compared to NBA players, he's a fucking bitch. Compared to me, he beat my ass, but like compared to every dude in the NBA, like nobody's scared of Steph Curry. They're like, yeah, he can shoot, but he's still only shooting like 42%. He's not shooting like 70%, you know, over the course of a game. So his shit's just gonna happen no matter what. Those aren't daggers anymore, Curry. And then I don't know what he said about Kobe Bryant. I don't know. Probably something about. Well, I'm not going to talk about that Colorado incident, but probably something about that. But that I don't remember. Um. So yeah, that was the Greek Freak, and what the hell was going on with him? But there was actually there was a real NBA story that happened. On Friday, the league had the executives. I think no, it was the NBA Players Association, and all the players were on an open call with the NBA. And man, I heard about this was going to happen like on Tuesday or Wednesday. I heard it was happening Friday, so I was like, "Oh, what the fuck are they going to be talking about?" Like, obviously they're talking about reopening the season, and I think Adam Silver said it might be best to try to push for just being in one or two cities for the playoffs. It might be safer. That might have been where this whole fucking narrative started, which the fucking NBA needs a goddamn narrative back. They needed that Giannis shit to happen, and then they need people to think like what this story is about, like what happened in the NBA this past week, even though they're not playing games. So anyway, the fuck was I talking about? Oh, this call. So like immediately when I heard this was gonna happen, like I wanted someone to record it and broadcast it like on ESPN. Let everyone know it's going to be broadcast on ESPN. Like you can just listen to this call, not like some Zoom meeting with faces. It's just all audio, but it's broadcast on. Fuck, put it on ESPN Radio or ESPN.com. I guess don't put it on the fucking broadcast channel because it's just going to be voices, but it's going to be the best thing you would have ever heard. Like in a meeting like this, you know what Adam Silva is going to sound like. He's going to be great. He'll sound the part and present all the information. But like, what are these dumbass motherfucking players going to say, and who's going to say it? And what are the fucking like what's JaVale McGee? I don't want to call you a dumbass. Maybe that word was too harsh. Uh these players that are just they just talk before they really think about the question, and they're not superstars, so they can't get away with it. Like JaVale McGee. God damn JaVale McGee. But like what would LeBron have said on this call about does he want to return to play? Does he have issues? Is KD on the calls? KD thinking I'm coming back for the playoffs? Like I've been ready. Bring it, Braun. Bring it, Kawhi. Bring it, Giannis. He wouldn't even need to say it to bring it Embiid. Embiid, if he heard KD was coming back, Embiid and Ben Simmons would have just like folded and flopped and said, "Yeah, we can probably lose this first round series because we're not being KD. Kyrie's not even there, but they're not being KD. It's fucking sick. Ah, this is why I miss the NBA. But broadcast that shit. Talk about more of that shit. Don't broadcast the fucking game of horse with Chauncey Billups, and I think Chauncey won. I don't even know who else was in it. That was really bad. NBA, step your game up, man. So speaking of the NBA, you got to check out my guys. This company's from Philly. Mitchell and Ness. Y'all know what it is. Mitchell and Ness. Let me read you the background. The first stitch. In 1904, Frank Mitchell and Charles Ness set the future of authentic in motion. Open Philly. Uh, so they started off doing some bullshit. They specialize in tennis rackets, golf clubs, stuff for the Philly high school baseball and football teams. I mean, that's all they had the money for, probably, but they wanted to hustle. So, Mitchell and Ness, they sell jerseys, apparel, headwear. Man, I got a lot of their hats. Like, that's where it's at. Mitchell and Ness hats, bomb. $30, bomb. Snap, everyone's a Snap. Perfect. They've got jerseys. They've got the authentic jerseys. These are the ones, I mean, they cost. They're going to be like anywhere from 175 to, 325 for the most badass authentic jersey you could ever fucking have. You can wear that bitch if you want. I want it. Well, I probably would once, but then I would like put it on a frame and put it on my wall after I wore it one time, and I'd wear it out in public and I'd take pictures. But these motherfuckers, let me tell you, um, today, Mitchell and Ness, they offer authentic vintage jerseys and apparel collections for the MLB. That's Major League Baseball. You fucking, what do you call them? Millennials that are younger than me, because y'all don't know what baseball is. Not saying I like it, but I know y'all don't like it. The NFL, NBA, NCAA, and MLS. Mitchell and Ness. Authentic, premium, legendary. Um, God damn. I wish I had more beer right now. You can probably hear my cotton mouth. I didn't even bring a water up here with me. Jesus, this got to be fucking annoying. Bear with me. God damn, that dry mouth kicked in. So I was tasked with a fucking job today. I had to go take my wife's car to get an oil change. Because she works a bunch of overtime and my job isn't a fucking real job. Not this job, but my real job is not a fucking real job. Because your hours got cut back during COVID, so you're sitting at home not doing shit. So you do every fucking thing. I mean, that's just the excuse. I would do every fucking thing if my hours weren't cut back. She still bitching me, but, that's how that goes. So yeah, I had to take her car to get an oil change, and I was up early. I was up really early today on a Saturday, which was strange for me. But I went to Walmart. Um, they have cheap oil changes. You might have to wait like an extra like 45 minutes because, you know, compared to going to like any other place, you're going to wait a little longer, but you can shop while you're there, so it's okay. I was going grocery shopping anyway. Anyway, I pull up, fucking go around to the side, pull into like the auto, like repair side or whatever, auto service, special door they have on the side. Man, I walk in and I'm wearing, like, it was cold out this morning, so I have like a sock hat on and a hoodie over the sock hat. I'm walking in that bitch. um, like the first thing I noticed, like there's tables like in front of the desk where there's usually a cashier with like a bunch of hand sanitizer and motherfucking wipes and just hand sanitizer and wipes and like a fucking, that was it. And some lady, she was like probably 50. She had a mask on, so like I couldn't fucking understand what the fuck she was saying. And uh, oh man, I could not understand what the fuck she was saying. So I walk up there, like she looks at me, she looks down like below that fucking table I was talking about, and she pulls out a fucking head thermometer and is holding it straight at my fucking forehead, right in between my eyes, like maybe 7 to 10 inches away from my fucking face. Like it's right there, and I'm just like looking at it. This thing that's right in front of me. It comes to a point that I know is taking my fucking temperature, but I just walked in Walmart. I don't know what the fuck's going on. She says to me, "Have you had any changes in the last 7 days?" And I said, "Like the fuck, the fuck." If I had an oil change in the last 7 days, why the fuck would I be here? But I didn't say that part out loud. I said, no, I just shook my head and looked confused. She said, how about in the last 14 days? And this is where I didn't know what the fuck. This is where I said something. I said, I'm here for an oil change, so if I had an oil change in the last 14 days, I wouldn't be here. And this bitch says to me, oh, this part of the store is closed. This is for employees only. I scratch my head. I'm like, I come in here all the time to get my fucking oil change here. She's like, no, we don't do that right now. So I fucking apologized and I left. Like, and that bitch had a mask on when I walked in there. I couldn't hear what the fuck she said. She probably asked me if I fucking worked there, and I nodded yes. I walk up there all stupid. Not even paying attention. Like, usually you just walk in, you fucking walk in a place like that, you just say, hi, can I get an oil change? And it's done. They say, which one? The cheapest one you got. Here's my keys. That's all it ever is. And this bitch took my fucking temperature and asked me about my symptoms. And then told me I couldn't work there even though I wanted to. Yeah, but that's what the fuck happened to me at Walmart today. um, so yeah, I haven't done much else than that. I kind of worked this week, but I kind of watched a lot of pods. Like, I watched a lot of fucking podcasts. Um, Elon Musk went on Joe Rogan again. And I was looking forward to it, you know what I mean? Anytime Elon does some shit like that, like, you hear about it like a day before, 12 hours before. You're like, all right, I'll plan my day around this. I don't got shit else planned, so this is better than fucking nothing. And I watched it, and I was all into it. I thought it was cool as fuck when I was watching it, and then I uh, rewatched it before I recorded this, because I knew I wanted to talk about it, and I was trying to find something cool to fucking talk about from it. But I rewatched it, and it was so underwhelming. Like, Elon, he talked his normal shit. You know, he just had a baby, so he's talking about his baby. I think he had a boy, although they're not going to call it a gender. They're going to let this baby boy figure out what gender it is on his own. It's cool, I get it. He's probably going to figure out he's going to be a boy, or he's going to figure out he's not, which is cool. He can figure out he's going to be a girl in his head, or like one of the other genders. I don't care. But like, that's not the weird part. The weird part is like letting them figure it out on their own. Like, I never heard it put like that. Like, my parents didn't let me figure out shit on my own. I just fucking suck titties and fuck bitches, man. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Um, then he's got this thing, everyone's heard about it, Neuralink. They want to like drill out a 1 inch in diameter piece of your skull and attach an electronic computer to your brain. He talked about it. I didn't realize this because I knew this shit. I knew about this shit for like a year, but I didn't realize like the main reason he wants to do it is so like paraplegics can like walk again, and people with Alzheimer's can have their memory fully restored. Like, legitimate health concerns. Like, that's really why he wants to do it, not to like turn humans into AI. That may be what ultimately happens, but like, he's doing it for good, man. I don't know. I like the dude. And then, I don't know. They talked about COVID, and Elon gave the stats on like all the bad data, like how if you just have symptoms but you're never tested but you die, like the hospitals claim you died of COVID just because you had symptoms, never been tested. And what are those symptoms? What is it? A fever and a cough and fatigue, and that's all it takes for like 3 out of the 5 symptoms of COVID. You know. But I guess we shouldn't talk about that today because that shit is stressing me the fuck out. Oh, oh, I forgot. Sometimes I was looking for something. What was it? Oh, I'm on the Onion's website. There was something fucking stupid on here I was gonna talk about. What the fuck? Joe Biden. Biden addresses sexual assault allegations. My advisor told me to say they aren't true. I fucking hope the Republicans put that on here. Because if the Democrats put that on here, like, they look so fucking stupid. They're not this stupid. I don't think so. The Republicans maybe are that smart though. You don't know. Oh, here it is. Here it is on the Onion. Listen, rich college student trying to find shabbiest angle in parents' penthouse to zoom into class from. Now, first of all, I don't think that's a complete sentence, and I think there's two run-ons in what the fuck I just read as the headline of this article. But basically, these rich motherfuckers are going to the prettiest part of their house to zoom in to their college class. Because in college, they're still concerned about that shit. That's like some middle school shit. Some middle school girl shit. But if you're fucking rich, whatever. Y'all got your own rules. Fuck that. Um, so the best podcast I watched of the entire week, it was King and the Sting. I just want to play you a little bit. I hope you can hear this. Let me know. We're just gonna play a little bit. This shit was funny. Check them out. Theo Vaughn and Brendan Schwab fucking together. These motherfuckers are hilarious.
They're starting to call you guys, yeah, the kind of like. Not that shirt. I think you're all right, Chappelle. Wear that shirt. They're gonna think you're listening to Huey Lewis. Yeah, heavy on the Huey. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, trust me, dude. Nothing yells "I like white people" than a Tommy Bahama shirt. Yeah, you're gonna get a, especially the night edition. Yeah. Hey, my girl got me this shirt too. No, that shirt's dope. Yeah, that shirt's dope, dude. It's so serious. She got it in Hawaii. That fucking great hitter, the fuck she did get in Hawaii. Bro, that's just from downtown LA, homeboy. That shirt came with a box of wheat thins on it, dude. That's the whitest looking shirt I've ever seen. That shirt came with a fucking box of fucking fruit by the foot, dude. Yeah. Man, I'm going back to wearing black. No, you look edible, dog. Yeah, dude. You're dressed like Kobe Bryant's honeymoon over here. The fucking most ridiculous looking outfit I've ever seen, man. That shit is sick.
You're dressed like Kobe Bryant's honeymoon over there. Fucking Theo. Cracks me up. So yeah, check that out. I highly recommend it. Uh, I watched a fucking TV show today. I'm gonna start on a new TV show that nobody's fucking heard about. Probably. I'm gonna get this shit started on my own. But check out the show The Deuce. It's on HBO. It's fucking got James Franco in it, and it's got my girl Kim Director in it. She appears in like multiple episodes per season, just has a small part. Like I watched the pilot today, and she's only in it like 2 or 3 scenes, but fuck, she's hot. She's 10 years older than me, and she's fucking. I love her. I've loved her for like 20 years. She was the gothic girl in Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. Um, just find my Twitter account and like search Kim Director, and you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. I fucking love her. But she's in the show. So the show, it's like 1970s, 1980s, like New York City. Like it's a period piece, right? Um, it's about pimps, prostitutes, gambling. The mob's been in the pilot also. A lot of fucking and a lot of hot fucking pussies on this fucking show. Jesus Christ. And they're naked. Like you get the good fuck scenes, man. As good as you're gonna get. You're seeing fucking multiple pairs of tits per episode, and these are nice fucking tits. Um, so yeah, you basically there's like 6 prostitutes. You're going to learn all their stories, I'm sure, and how they kind of came to be where they are, and like I'm sure some of them are gonna die relatively quick in this show. Kill off some prostitutes. You learn about the fucking there's 2 pimps that were on the pilot. Uh, it was like just back when New York City was like fucking dirty. Like there were like porn theaters like that lined a whole block in New York City, and just like porno shops and prostitutes on the street and fucking and drugs and needles and like homeless and like the fucking probably worst shit in our country. I say that these motherfuckers, I guess they're like whatever. I don't want to go there, but this show's good, man. Give it a nod. It's called The Deuce. It's on HBO. Like I said, I watched one. I'm about to binge watch. I think it's like 10 episodes. 3 seasons are out. So anyway, Jesus Christ. Sorry for the long delay. This cannabis over here, it's got me fucked up. I found a new band. It's called the Whelan Brothers. They call themselves rock reggae. They're from like San Diego. Two brothers. They're probably like 25-ish now. Just randomly stumbled upon them, but they have this music video called Beans and Rice. And we're just going to end on this, but I highly suggest that you watch this video, find it on YouTube. Um, this model in this shit, she is so hot. That I just want to talk about how hot she is. We'll play the music, but just know all I'm thinking about for the rest of the time that I see you guys today, or talk to you guys today, is the model is fucking hot. God damn. Peace out. Happy motherfucking Mother's Day.
Beans and rice.